we're gonna get a little deep, real deep into this. Talk about music. I would say the music that you listen to, Matt. Do you feel like some of the music that's on your playlist come off a little weird, a little off, or a little like it's trying to draw you in, or it's trying to change your emotions? And do you feel like you get caught up into it, and like for that whole day, it's like your emotions is completely changed?
Oh yeah, 100%.
That's because of that.
Music has the hardest grip when it comes to changing someone's emotions and how they feel, more so than any TV show, movie, or video game will ever do to you. Music just, when it hits, depending on your mood, it hits. And not every song in the world will do that. There is so much music in the world that you can be happy right now, and then you turn on this one song and all of a sudden you're depressed as shit.
Yeah.
Hits you like a sack of bricks.
And to leave with that, man, I truly feel like that, especially the music industry in today's time, especially the hip hop music, what's going on with that? It's like everything that almost every rapper is pretty much is worshiping the devil in some way in their songs, drawing you in to make you feel a certain way, make you miss certain words that they're saying. It's just very weird. And like, I feel like music is, like you said, is a gateway to your emotions. I feel like a lot of people should watch what they're listening to because of the stuff that's going on today's time. And I don't know if you heard this guy's name, Robert Johnson.
Nope.
The first ever musician to sell his soul, supposedly. But
no, that's a whole conversation on their own, man. It's about selling souls. Yeah. You can't sell your soul, man.
Yeah.
It's biblically impossible to sell your soul. It's all a deception. But I know what you mean by that.
Exactly.
And they don't know that they can't sell their souls. They think they did, but they really didn't.
Exactly. And it's a deception because they want other people that like to follow them to think that they can do it. And then to get them to do these things that they're not supposed to be doing, like trying to sell your soul. And like I say, I do think with this music industry, I know you probably like a little late on a lot of this stuff that's going on, especially with rap and everything. You probably don't listen to that.
Especially with rap. I don't ever listen to it.
Like right now, man, it's like so many people is like doing the stuff that's blasphemy. Like, you got the baby. You got a baby that's on the cross.
I've seen a lot of stories on TikTok and all that with these musicians and like the baby for one, and I forgot this other one that was selling those satanic sneakers from Nike, I think. Nike. Yeah, and dressing up as Satan and all this and that, and it's crazy because back in the day with rap and hip hop, I mean, I could never really listen to it, but I understood what it was, most of it, not all of it, where it was all about gang banging, sex, drugs, stuff like that. And 90% of the time, the devil and all that would never really get brought up. It's just they're talking about their life, how they were in the gang, and that they're hard and all this and that. But nowadays, they still kind of got that in there, but now they're bringing up Satan and bringing up the devil and demons and pentagrams and all this and that, adding it into the mix. And the youth listen to it more than the older generation does, and it's brainwashing them.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say the youth is so much like hooked on to this music, man. It's like, man, I feel like our generation and the generation before us need to, especially for our kids, to stop letting them listen to this demonic music.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Like the NBA, like this NBA young boys, like the baby, like Doja Cat. Doja Cat is another one, but that was doing demonic stuff. Lil Nas X, like all this crazy junk that they just is throwing out there, and they's not even hiding no more. I think the first music group that actually came out was doing demonic stuff that I didn't even noticed until a while back was 3 6 Mafia. I don't know if you heard about.
I know 3 6 Mafia, but I don't know what happened to them. I've heard heard a song or two of them.
So, 3 6 Mafia. So 3 6 is what?
I know.
I'm not gonna say the word.
I didn't know any better back then, but I do now.
Yeah, and then a lot of covers and a lot of their like the cover arts and stuff, and a lot of the stuff that they're saying in their music was a lot of suspect. There was a lot of suspect. People don't notice because it's popular, because it's the new thing, it's a new way.
Got to get in the trend. Got to be with the crowd.
Exactly, and people look over it, and people got to realize that music is a very, very big thing.
Powerful,
and if you got, it's very powerful. You know what I mean? Look at the devil. They say, well, he was like really good with music and everything.
Devil went down to Georgia. He was looking for a soul to steal. He was in a bind.
Exactly.
Yeah, man. Of course, I would know that song pretty well. Look,
I feel like.
Look, there was even some songs I grew up with that I had no idea about any of that, and there's been a lot of songs, even with Disturbed. Like Disturbed is my favorite band of all time. The Journey is my legendary band. Disturbed is my favorite band, and even with Disturbed, when I went back, there's a handful of songs in there. I can't listen to that again. Like, that's bad, and I took it out. Like, and I haven't listened to them in a long time. I still listen to Disturbed, but those particular songs, no. For me, like, even with my son and the music I introduce him to, if it's not a feel-good song, like fun and all that, or if it's not a song that has a meaning, like a deep meaning behind it, then he's not listening to it.
What we all got to realize, what I was saying with the devil with music and everything, pretty much, if you go and read and everything, it's whatever you interpret. It's the devil can use that and mislead you and lead you in the wrong direction through music. And I feel like that's why it's really going on in today's time, where so many people love music, so many people use music to cope, use music to love, to make love, to like anything. And people just got to really watch stuff, man. You got to really listen to these lyrics, like Fetty Wap. I don't know if you heard of him, but in the beginning of his song, he said he's a D worshiper.
Yeah.
In the beginning of his song, he said it in a weird way you won't even recognize until you keep listening to it over and over again.
Yeah.
And people, I feel like you letting something in that you don't need to let in.
No, it's just like, the same thing with buying the Ouija board and playing that with your house. You're just inviting something in you shouldn't. And when it comes to the music, it touches especially the younger generation's heart a whole lot quicker than the older generation. We were young once. It did with us too. When it comes to the selling soul part, I do want to touch on that. Bring up the Bible and all that. When it comes to selling the soul, what really happens in the music industry, not just in the music industry, Hollywood and all that too, is that they are promised this fortune and fame by these high executives, these high producers and stuff like that, but they have to do them favors. And when they go do these favors, these executives, these producers, they get pictures and video evidence of them doing it. So they accepted the deal. Okay, you want me to help you get this fame and fortune? Cool. You're going to have to come to this party. You're going to have to do this. You're going to have to do that. And while they're doing it, they're taking pictures and video of them doing it. And then they blackmail them. So, all right, we have you by the balls now. You don't fall in line and do what we tell you to do. This stuff is going to get leaked. Everybody's going to know who you are, and you're going to be run through the mud. Go to prison, probably be executed, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Your life will be ruined. And that is selling your soul in my eyes, because in the Bible, with the many a times that God and Satan have spoken, and even it's just God speaking to us, he plainly says that all souls belong to him. Satan can't purchase something from you when you don't even own it yourself. You don't own your soul. God owns your soul. You can't sell it to the devil. But sit there and here on earth, deception is extremely prevalent everywhere. Lies. And what does Satan do? Satan is a master manipulator, master deceiver, master liar. In his favorite thing to do, the devil knows the Bible better than you do. He'll throw those verses at your face faster than you can sit there and think about it. But the thing is he throws verses out of the Bible out of context on purpose to disrupt your mind and deceive you. And when you sitting there thinking, okay, I'm selling my soul for this, those poor people that don't know any better and know God and know Jesus, that don't know that, they truly believe that they can't come back to Jesus. They think they sold their soul, that they're going to go to hell. Like, this is it. I can't come back to Jesus. But that's not how that works. Your soul is not yours for you to sell. You can't sell it. That it belongs to God. And then on top of that, Jesus doesn't care what you did, no matter what you did. Yep. He wants you to come as you are, always. At the end of the day, all Jesus wants is for you to come back. His arms are open for everybody, no matter your sin.
Would lead with what you were saying about selling them soul and everything. They got to do these crazy stuff and they get them on recording. Mm-hmm. Another thing is, like, they get them so tied up within this crazy stuff they got them doing. Mm-hmm. They get them to push their agenda that they want them to push as those demonic agendas. And people really gotta, like, understand, like, we can't be listening to this type of music because you're just drawing stuff in. And like, I tested it out, like, and I started noticing I was listening to sad music. I was down and I was depressed, and I was like, man, like, I don't know what's going on with me. Like, nothing, my life is not horrible, but why is this going on? It's because I was listening to sad music. I was breaking myself down every day. I was making my mood change and listening to this crazy music that was making me sad. And you gotta really watch it. And I feel like, especially with stuff that you don't understand, like different languages, they get you with like that, especially with these Afro beats. Now, I love Afro beats. I love Afro songs. I don't know if you know what that is.
Nope.
That's pretty much African songs. It's pretty much African songs that, you know, sometimes they speak in different languages, like Nigerian and stuff like that. But in some of these songs, it's getting very, very popular nowadays. And some of these songs, some of these people are speaking to mislead you in the wrong direction to get you to sing these type of songs, and you don't even know what you're saying.
And it's not only
so you need to do your research and actually see what they're saying.
It's not only that. At the same time, they're making it sound like it's cool, like it's hip. It's something that you want to do. You want to be. This is how you get noticed. This is what everybody's doing. Come join the crowd. They make it seem like it's awesome when they're saying it. And the biggest humanity's always had this issue, but because of social media since the 80s and the 90s, when the internet finally came, and now with social media, with Facebook and MySpace, which MySpace isn't a thing really anymore, and then Twitter, now X, and everybody being able to connect with one another, it's gotten even more easier to spread this deception like it is and make it seem cool, because everybody in the world just about wants to fit in. They want to be a part of the crowd. They don't want to miss out. They want to be accepted. They want this, they want that. And that's how it leads to that. It's just like with drugs. So you got your three friends that they're doing some weed over here in the corner, man. Come over here, join us, hit this, and you feeling obligated, pressured to do it. You want to fit in, you want to be accepted, and you want to keep your friends. But no, like, it's just you gotta have positive people in your life. You gotta have positive music in your life. Music, when it comes to media like that, TV shows, movies, video games, they hit you in a way depending on what it is. But music is different. There's not a single person on the planet that doesn't love music. None.
Exactly.
Everybody on the world loves music. Even that island out there that is isolated from the world and they're still living in like caveman style living. You know which island I'm talking about. I mean, you look through history with the ancient American Indians and even Europe and medieval times. We had instruments. We played music from the very beginning. Everybody loves it. You
even look at like slavery times. That's how they used to communicate, through music. So with that being said, I know that everybody should really, really watch what you're listening to. Especially our generation, what we going through with this TikTok stuff, TikTok trends, doing this, doing that. Just watch what you listen to, watch what you're bringing into your life. Music is a powerful thing. It's very powerful, and it can take over your mood, your emotions. We'll lead the day off, like what me and my wife do. We lead the day off with some gospel music, some positivity music, refreshing stuff that get the day started well. Don't get your day started off with some sad or some stuff that make you want to fight and make you angry. But listen to something that actually make a change, upbeat, and make you want to do stuff more positive way.
Yeah, and it's just as important as drinking a cup of coffee in the morning. It really is.
Yep, it really is.